Hello. It's been a while. Um, for those who know my Instagram, and if you do follow me on Instagram, um, and you would know that my grandma has not been doing well because people would not take care of her. And I woke up this morning from my dad, and he said to come down the stairs. My mom was not home because she was actually at her house. She was at my grandma's house. Um, I didn't know what to expect, but he said, um, it's gonna be hard to get over, but grandma just passed away at 5 in the morning today. And I, I was, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to really feel because, like, I hadn't seen her, so I wish I did. And I did. We went there for 2 hours and said our final goodbyes, and I had to watch her be carried out by these men. They took her. They took her body, and she's getting cremated. I'm very. I wish she would have lived longer, but she died at the age of like 84, I think. 84. She lived a very long life, and I just wish she could have lived way much longer. We went to her house, and I knew that she passed away already, but when we went there, we opened the door, we opened the back door, and there's her bed, and she's laying there completely dead. She's dead, sitting in her bed, and she's facing the wall, and I had shivers go down my spine because I was in the same room as a dead person, a person who I knew and I loved, and they were dead, and I was in the same room with them. And I felt terrible because I loved my grandma, and I'm gonna miss her a lot. I'm gonna miss her a lot. I really will. I wish there was at least something that I could have done, but we went there, and um, people were coming. Uh, there was me, my mom, my dad, my brother, and then there was my uncle. My grandpa was there, and we said our final goodbyes. We all cried because of what she had gone through. She didn't just die of old age, she died of, like, she had a very bad bed sore and she died from it. And it's just terrible to see her go through so much pain, but then die so peacefully. I was so happy to see her just sitting there peacefully. Just, I was happy to even hear that she died peacefully because I didn't want her to die suffering. I wanted her to just die peacefully. I didn't even want her to die, but if she was going to, in which in this case she did, I wanted her to die very peacefully. And a crazy thing, my mom said that possibly her spirit is roaming around the house, and throughout the time, my mom has said that she has seen her getting up and walking around the house, but apparently that's her spirit. And my grandpa said that he was alone in the house with her, and he was up the stairs, and he said that he heard someone coming up the stairs, and there was nobody there. I love my grandma. I love her very much, and it's gonna be very hard to get over it. Me and my brother sat there next to her, praying that she was actually still alive, but she was not gonna get up from any of this. She was dead. She is dead. That's when my dad came on over and he's like, okay, they're here. And that's when I just could not stop crying. I wanted to I wanted to spend more time with her, even though she was dead. I didn't care. I wanted to be with her for as much time as I possibly could, but they just came in so fast. They were going to take her body away. When they said, do you want to say your final goodbyes? I went there and they had her in a bag and they were about to zip her up. And that's when my brother started crying and everyone else started crying. And it was really bad because she went through so much yet died so peacefully. And I remember going to visit her in the hospital and she was sitting there frowning, but when she saw all of us, she was completely smiling. She was so happy to see us. And that's what I wish I could have saw on her face today, but unfortunately, the devil just does not give any fucks and has taken her from us. There's so many things that I just wish that I could have done for her, but I just never did. And my grandma, I think, was in one of my videos from 2017. It was the very first Happy 4th of July video I ever made on YouTube, and it was a Minecraft video, and she was in the background, and that was my grandma. But she was in so much pain, and I didn't want to see her like that. I wanted to see her getting up and walking around, and we walk in, and her dead body was just sitting there, and I just did not know what to do. So yeah, that's pretty much all of it, but I don't know. I miss her very much. I really do. I miss her very much. But she's in a better place, and I know this because it's light everywhere outside. It's just very shine. It's very light outside, and that just tells me that she's out there. Yeah. That's pretty much all I had to say, because that's all that pretty much happened. But anyways, yeah. Thanks.